Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to all of you.
Salam.
Okay, today we will discuss about animal testing, which is we focus on the title, should we support the use of animal in testing medicine and beauty product? Okay, for me, I totally disagree with with this idea, because rather than we use animal tissue, we can use human tissue also. It's because if we use animal and human directly, we also wasting life for animal and humans. Okay, for information, animal tissue does not relevant with human tissue. Okay, human are differ from other animal anatomically, genetically, and metabolically, because if we test on animals, the data that we, or the result that we have cannot be used to human with sufficient accuracy. So I give an example. Okay, rather than we use animal as a testing for the medicine and beauty product, we can use human. Okay, for example, we want to know the cure for brain tumor. Okay, we can use human brain cell to develop a model microbrain, which is we can study for tumor and artificially skin and bone marrow. So from that cell, we can know the solution about that tumor. Okay, that's my point.
Okay, Anna, I agree with you because I think human and animal are different. Basically, from the genetic also different, and drug on and product beauty product also different for animal and human, and they can affect our side effect and
For example, our skin, right?
okay, how about you?
Oh, yeah, you have a very good point, but I have another point. So I think I agree with that because the drug test can test on the animal, because if there were directly test on human, a huge loss will be there. So that's why the drug must use to animal. This also can know the side effect from the animal. So only the animal will have the same system like of human. So the animal were used to for testing. So how about you, Anissa?
Okay, I agree with you, Amira, and I disagree both of you, Hidayah and Anna, because I think effect of the drug and beauty product to human more complicated. I can give example. If we inject something for beauty product, if human can the result is negative, so it can make human suffer and can make abnormal. Okay, then I think animal have same system with human, so if human show the positive result, so human give positive feedback. So then I'm sure if we don't I'm sure if we do experiment to human, of course no one want to willing to being test. Okay, subject to test. What about you, Shafiq?
Yeah, I agree with you because nowadays the population and the number of disease are increasing proportionally. And to cure this, there is a need to discover new drugs and medicine. So a host has to be there is for conducting the experiment. It's not fair to have human as a test, because if we use a human as a test, so we gonna have a life like a human.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But for animal, we can we can use animal. We know the way how to reproductive the animal. So we can do experiment to reproductive more animal and can change the subject like many animal, because animal have many type. So if the test fail, we can go to another animal. If we use to human, if human die, so there is die. No more human like him or her. Okay, that's my opinion.
Okay. 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 That's your opinion. Okay. I want to stress that. Okay. As I mentioned before. Okay. We can use human cell. Okay. We can use human cell to test the vaccine or anything that we want to test, right? So, for example, I want to give an example. Okay. Okay. To perform the pregnancy test, okay, we can use blood, right? Okay. Then, if we want to test for irritancy, okay, like irritancy, so we can test on protein membrane. So we not directly inject or test on human. We just use the human cell. So we not have a huge loss in human. And if we have the good result on human cell about the solution, why we have to go back to the animals? So if we use this method, okay, we can less or we can decrease, okay, the test on animals. So I think that we don't have to use animal as a tester, because we have human cell, so we just test on human cell. Okay, that's my.
You have the point.
Okay, so Anna, I'm understanding that animal have same system as every human. So, what I say, if animal show positive, like human also. But you give that reason.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone to add?
I think if we are use the animal, we can decrease the weight of the animal. Population of animal. So we can take the wild animal like dog, cat, and more animal lah. And so I think the animals is the very good way very good to use for
As a subject.
for testing that a new product. So
That's the conclusion.
Okay. Anyone?
No, not conclusion and
Okay. Okay. As you mentioned that animals is the best subject that we can test, right? Okay. If we use animal to for being test, there is a lot animal that we what we call we have a huge loss on animals.
you mean
Okay.
life.
Their life. Okay, so now we don't have to use animals. We can use human cell. Okay, so animals are safe. Human also safe because we just use their human cell, not directly on human.
Yes, I agree.
If we use the human cell, maybe the result different if we use to
Animal.
human directly, because we just use cell, but not through the direct human. Maybe the result gonna be different. So people will be afraid if you success to do to a human cell, but when you want to try to human directly, maybe human gonna be afraid to try it because now the result try to human directly has not been tested anymore.
Okay, so you agree with me or not?
I don't think so with your point. With
Okay,
your point.
thank you, Shafiq. But my opinion, if we use on animal for the beauty product, but beauty product is suitable for human, and before this we use to animal, and it can affect for animal is different with human. Because our skin and animal are different. Like
So I can conclude these discussions that we majority disagree. We support the use of animal in the testing of new drug and beauty product. It's because we can use human cell rather than direct test in human or animal. Okay, that's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.